What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our Slay the Princess Leia playthrough. This is our content warning, as always, but we're just gonna jump right into it. We, from what I remember, we actually finished the game last time, so we actually were kind of completely done with the whole thing. We got to our ending. We actually got to leave with her, which was kind of great, and all that good stuff. So today, what I want to do is I kind of actually want to try something a little different. I kind of want to go down paths that we haven't done. I really want to go down past what we haven't done, that we either just didn't have the chance, because it looks like, you know, it looks like there's like a couple of different paths that you can do and different like responses you can do, and I'm kind of just curious to see how those play out. So we're gonna feel it out. If you guys missed the last couple of episodes, definitely go back and watch it, especially the last one, because the last one that we did was pretty cool. We got to see the ending, and it was actually a pretty nice ending overall. So this playthrough will be a little weird because obviously we kind of now got a better insight of the game, and I don't know if like the narrator changes at all or what. So, but we're gonna go ahead and figure that out together. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's jump right into it, shall we? So, and then after this game we'll start our next series game. So okay, so let's do this. I think we're gonna start with, do we just load? I guess like loading doesn't, I think we start a new game, right? Yeah.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh, okay. So we can just skip it if we really wanted to. I won't skip too much, because I think there's still some stuff. So the first thing I wanted to do was, thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job.
All right.
You make your way up the short.
I have to remember what we did. That's the big thing now.
You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Okay.
She will cheat.
And she will
do everything in her power to
stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe a word she says.
I wonder why he's so hell-bent on killing her.
We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright, so we're going to go to the cabin. I think what we haven't
The
done
interior of the cabin is almost
was we
entirely
never took the blade
air is
and
stale
talked to her.
musty,
I don't know if that
the
changes
walls are
anything.
painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the
Alright.
world without it.
So let's go to the basement. Yeah, there's got to be more endings. That's my
The basement
mentality.
creaks open.
What's up, robot? How you
A
doing?
staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
Okay.
princess. There's a heavy
Let's do
chain
this.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the bedroom.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
So I know. Okay, so I'm trying to remember what. There was one where we just like didn't do anything. We just went straight killed her. And then we got trapped in the house for all eternity. No.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling
All right,
hand,
let's see if this is different.
to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's
All
no
right.
reasoning with her.
Let's see it.
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, this is definitely different. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Do you think I just come here to kill someone? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Huh. How would I get you out of here? You're supposed to end the world. Do you know why I'm here to... Let's see. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world.
Yeah, this is all different.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
What are you doing? Huh. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I mean, she's got a good point. Like, I don't know how she's supposed to end the world.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world.
See, this part I do remember them saying.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point.
Hmm.
There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Interesting.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything,
Interesting.
all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Huh. Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
So, I remember when we kept her locked away. The door was locked. And we couldn't leave. Right? We tried... Then when we tried to save her... Oh man, I'm trying to remember. Can I kill her without the blade? Because this was the betrayal one.
You have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding
I
the
could
princess to the
kill her the second time around, because we tried to save her a second
They're
time.
large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
Yeah, so we know this.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Yeah, the door
at
slams
top
shut.
of the stairs.
So we know this shuts.
Your shouts and pleas. You're here to slay.
Alright, let's go downstairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered.
Last time she tried to bite her arm off.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't.
So last time we struggled against the narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Let's slay her, because last time we warned her.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, okay? There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm.
Yeah, this is
grip like a
different.
stone
This is different.
vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
Damn.
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and
Jeez.
numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures
Interesting.
blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Oh, dang. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
Damn.
It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower. So I think we did this
You're on a path
at
in
the
the
end of
woods.
it. Alright.
At the end of that path is a
So now,
and in
if this is the strong one, I'm gonna submit. Right?
You're here to slay her.
So let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. We might as well just...
Yeah, so this is the voice of the broken. We've seen all this. So let's go to the cabin. This time I want to lean into the broken. Because last time we went against it. Yeah.
Larger and more grandiose than its home.
Yeah. So let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Okay. So let's not take the blade and go to the
Blade
basement.
this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade. No.
So last time, yeah, we got the blade and we did kill her. We got a chapter 3 actually.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral
Yeah.
staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below.
Okay.
For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said
Alright.
it was booming.
Because like every single time, like we really tried to kill her most of the time. So I'm curious to see.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a
Like
few
I
minutes
like I'm
ago,
curious to
you were
see
on
like
about
if we
how
submit
pointless
all
it
the
was.
other times. Like there was a lot of times where we like didn't listen to her. We just killed
Doesn't
her.
matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
All right.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next.
Okay.
But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers
Yeah.
over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a
Yeah.
toy
So
for
let's
you.
submit this time.
I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me.
Yeah. Last time we brought the knife back too.
And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor,
Yep.
knees
We're just gonna listen.
connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the
Interesting.
new.
And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. We've been here before. We've died here before. It
Okay. Let's see it.
We might as well do what she asks of us and help her. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off.
Yeah, no, we're not.
You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
Yeah, so we didn't do this last time.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No. It used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't
Jeez.
understand.
Okay.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Bro, the fact that she's talking to the narrator is actually kind of cool. Did she kill the narrator?
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
That's a good point.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
And what if I break her chains?
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Hell yeah.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Oh no, that's where she dies? Oh man! Oh, that's so lame. But you do not take her hand. Something is taking her away. Stuff something else in her place.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Alright, so we go to the mirror.
Don't do this. This doesn't
Alright.
feel right. It feels different. I don't want to look at it.
They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. So this is... You're at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I don't think she looked like this the last time.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel
Interesting.
the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is dominance,
A figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Huh.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness,
Interesting.
longing, hope as I witness you.
Your cut crosses the kind of funny, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
You rise your will to end your life, but as it burrows into space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be.
This whole concept is interesting.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Alright.
On a path
Okay.
in the woods.
I think what I want to do
That path
is I want to turn around. And I want to go a route that's not
is
right.
a princess. You're here to slay her. If you
Because we
don't,
went right
it
last
will be
time.
the end of the world.
So let's turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good.
Yeah.
What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time,
Yeah.
aren't you?
I love it.
It's remarkably
I love this path.
I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Good, maybe we shouldn't die.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well. But fine. Turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the
Wow.
cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Alright, go in a
There's
different
always
direction.
a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much
Alright, so
everyone
I know this
ever
is like
lived.
where...
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your
Yeah,
eye.
and this is where we like mess
Glimpses
everything up.
of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Okay.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite
Okay.
fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you. You're
Okay.
just going to do whatever you can to shirk.
I wish I
your
saved
responsibility,
before
because
finishing
you
the
care
last
more
arc.
irritating
That way we
me
could just did
than
the
you
last
care
arc
about the
again.
fate of the world. You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay.
You're on a path through the woods.
Right, and there's
At
the
the end
wall.
of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Is a
is a
princess.
princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay.
If you don't,
Now we're gonna go
you're
straight to
end
the
of
cabin.
The world.
Let's go straight to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
She will cheat, and she will do
will
everything in her power.
everything in
Alright.
her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult.
I loved him. I loved him so damn much.
Let's keep an open mind.
Alright, let's go to the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's
Alright.
almost the same space. It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths.
Yeah.
Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table
Just
is
a pristine blade.
The blade is your
Alright,
implement.
so
You'll need it if you want
I
to
think
do
we
this
took
right.
the blade.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
I'm gonna grab and throw it out the window. Because we didn't do that last time either.
Monstrosity Anyway. No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect.
And I think we did kill her last time.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me.
Alright.
My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart.
Okay.
You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
So this time I think we're gonna go to the left. And this time I'm not gonna
Because
kill
you're
her.
going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry.
That's the
and
goal,
stay
Bill.
calm. How?
How are you, by the
If
way?
we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job.
Yeah, this time I'm not gonna bring the knife.
Yours.
And I'm gonna go left and I'm not gonna kill her. That's the goal.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for
I'm doing
getting
good, I'm doing
under the
good.
Skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
I want to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. You really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. It'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! So much better! Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the blade out the window.
Yes! Do it! Seriously. You throw the blade at the
I
window,
love it.
glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the
Yeah!
princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Let's go in the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases, all built from unidentifiable materials.
Let's do this.
Nothing here seems to belong.
The last time we went to the right, like the stairs like melted into us, and we got like a jump scare
Your
actually.
head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Interesting.
An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? He threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Wow. Alright, so let's take this. It was the soft. So let's take the harsh stairs to the left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, till there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
Oh god, here we go again.
You shudder against
Here we go again.
the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time
Yep.
disappears,
Yep.
and you can feel
Here we go
yourself
again.
to untether. Physical sensations dull.
Here we go again.
Till the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey.
Here we go
A
again.
endless march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal.
Yep, there it is.
Skepticism and blind devotion. Rivalry and submission. Terror and longing. Pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
That scared the crap out of me the first time.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
So we killed her last time.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to...
Speaking of that, we remember. So, for all I know, you locked up. What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me
Yep, there it
Princess, if you'd like.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her. there is
It
now-
starts the other way. We started from the right last time.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling
Well.
him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left. Until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told
Interesting.
us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them.
Okay.
It's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I'm gonna try. So we did this one last time, that didn't make sense.
And do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions.
We also did stop asking questions.
Obviously just making things worse.
We stopped at 3.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again.
I don't like where this is going.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than
No,
they
we're gonna make this
already
as
are.
complicated as possible.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window.
Oh yeah, we don't even have the blade this time.
I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty
Wow.
with my suggestions. Okay, this was fun
Okay.
for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
So you out of here. What are you gonna do?
I don't think what I'd do really matters, does it? I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that
Oh, yeah,
I'd
she
do
said this
any
last time.
number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. You either trust me or you believe that I'm dangerous. What I say won't change how you already feel about me. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from this blood and destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse.
I'm gonna keep asking questions.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
All right, and then I think this will kind of give us the ending.
Right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to reflection. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say?
Yeah, and then she morphs into the like 3-headed thing.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
what happened to us? What are we?
All right.
There are parts of us that are dead.
Yeah, so this we've seen this.
We just don't comfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I don't think it would have mattered. Alright,
She's gone.
memory goes.
Is that a...
Alright, so we're gonna approach the mirror, all this we've seen. So we're gonna gaze at our reflection. We're in the long quiet. We talk to her again. Okay.
Flickering lights.
Yeah, this stuff doesn't change. This part doesn't change. Not until the end.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on. We will meet again.
Okay. So now we have to think, what's a way that we haven't done yet? I'm trying to think.
You're on a path in the woods. And
Okay. I know we have to...
don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path
Okay.
to the cabin.
I'm trying to remember what path... I think
A warning.
when we leave her in the
She
building...
will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go
I
through
think
it.
if we leave her in
She's
the
a
building...
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I know there's more endings because I've seen different versions of her that we haven't seen yet. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to it. I feel like we don't take the blade
The
again.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
I think we don't take the blade. We go down there.
It's a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do we just kill her? Can you kill her without the blade?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a step-her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you.
Okay.
It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
I think if I examine the chains, she gets into that like crazy, like bites her arm off thing.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. This actually makes sense. I don't think I've done this. I won't kill you, but I can't set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while just to keep you company? I don't think we've ever made that decision before.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
So you weren't kidding on the stairs. I thought you were just making a bad joke. You were actually sent here to kill me?
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
If I lock her in the basement, the door behind me locks, and then I'm stuck with her. If I try to get her out, don't I get like the damsel in distress? And then if I retrieve the blade, do I get the betrayal one? Let's do the let's get you out of here.
You can't be serious.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
No. I think you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I think she like...
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Because we already tried to
They're
free her.
large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away
Yeah,
down
no.
here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the
Yeah, so the door locks. We come back.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Okay, so
before
I know
raising
this.
Her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
I don't remember what we did here.
Upstairs.
Were we okay with it?
How it made its way down here.
No, I think we killed her,
It's
right?
now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I don't remember. Did we try to kill her here or did we save her? I think we killed her here, right? What were the times that we saved her? We saved her when we were being nice. Is that the only time we saved her? Was like just we did that one nice run? I know one time we tried to attack her, we hesitated and she beat the shit out of us. One time we went backwards. One time was we were nice to her. One time she bit her arm off, but I don't remember what we did. And then the other time, I think it was when we locked her in the basement. So did we save her here? I think we killed her, so I think we're gonna hit save.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the... You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes
Okay,
little
so
effort to crack through the bone.
I think this is the good ending.
Her limb falls to the... She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles
Yeah.
softly as her gaze meets yours.
This is the one where we get where she's like in love with
Wounded
us.
arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling?
But last time she just was like wanted us to be happy and she like then died. So this time I think we're gonna just kill her.
Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Yeah, so now we this is exactly what we just did earlier. So if I had slay the princess, won't that just be the same exact ending we just did?
Stop that.
Something's come for you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal.
Yeah, I said we're gonna get the
You'll
betrayal one.
regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you
Okay,
go
so
back.
this I do remember. I think we...
Digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools
Yeah.
on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness.
I don't remember this. This I think is new.
And red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch.
You're on a path in the woods,
Okay.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay. Let's go to the cabin.
A warning
Okay.
before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
This is new. Voice of Opportunist? I don't remember the Voice of Opportunist. This I don't remember. I remember the broken.
The interior of the
No, this is new. This is new.
twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor
This is new.
damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yeah, this one's new. This one's completely new.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
Good point.
That's not actually a bad idea.
The mirror, every time we go to the mirror, nothing happens.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we...
Every time we go up to the mirror, this happens.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know
I don't
how
know.
ridiculous you look.
Yeah. The mirror always disappears.
The door to the basement creaks open.
This is
revealing a
interesting.
Staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
What's up, Pogro?
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
So it actually does tell you if you've already done it or not, because the skip button is grayed out. You can't skip if you haven't seen it. So,
The air smells of dirt.
which is kind of
and
cool.
copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
So she's gonna look different then.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's different.
The basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Interesting.
That's pretty sharp.
Is she like
How'd
a...
you figure that one out?
She's like a mouse? Like...
Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Look, don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We gotta get you out of it somewhere, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall.
Oh,
from her
shit.
wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little, a woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Listen, I died last time. You didn't, so...
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failures around on the winner.
Look, things got a bit messy, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Well, she won't kill us. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get
Yeah, she's
out
like
of
a
it, the only
mouse.
thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Wow.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
Listen, I think we'll be fine.
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Do I leave with her or do I give her the blade? Let's leave with her.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Yeah, she's like a mouse.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows.
Great.
We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together. That doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking? You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition,
I mean, she did kind of
cannot
mess
be
us up
trusted.
when she like
I
transformed
don't know
into
how
like
many
whatever she
warnings I have
transformed
to
into.
dole out. If you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You first.
And turn my back on you? You think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
Uh.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing?
I mean, yeah, we do hold all the cards.
I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying. So it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Eyes on the back of her head. Does she really? No, we're fine. The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Alright.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs. It's time, boys! Stab her in the back! Do it! Do it now! Wait, I thought we were helping her escape. Of course we're not. You didn't buy all that noise I was putting down, did you? I was just waiting for a moment for us to strike. She has it in for us, you know.
Listen, hear me out. I'm not stabbing her in the back.
Do realise that she hates us, right? If we don't make the first move now, she's going to find a way to make the
No. I think she'll be okay.
Why would she do that? She wants to leave, which means we need to work together. She knows that. She wouldn't just act against her best interests. I don't know. If I were her, I'd betray us. Look at me right now, suggesting betrayal. You really need to learn to put yourself in someone else's shoes.
That's kind of funny.
I'm with that little weasel. You have an opportunity to save the world. You should take it.
I said I'm not stabbing her in the back, and I'm making. Wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. Stab her in the back. No, I'm actually not gonna stab her in the back.
And that's a great idea. See, this is why you're in charge and I'm not. You think things through. You stick to your guns. It shows
Yeah.
real leadership. More people should be like you.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Us? No, never. I can't believe she'd even suggest that.
I love it.
Gore. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Then she slams the door on you. its lock swiftly clicks into place.
Of course.
Maybe not stabbing her in the back wasn't such a great idea.
Bro, how did she, like, close the door on us? Like, come on. Like, you're telling me that she said she literally taunted us and we just let her close the door in front of us?
The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
I thought you needed me to get out.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door. So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
I promise I won't be
If
mad.
I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here. It's in our nature to be trapped.
So, very funny, you got me.
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
You tried it. It's locked. You throw yourself against the door. It won't budge.
Okay, now what?
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
Okay, so this one was completely new to us, which is kind of cool. Being a chance to respond, nor will you ever.
She's gone. Where did she go?
This part we know. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels... If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
As you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're once again gone. They were always make them leave. You withered. Yeah, so the wording is always the same too, actually. Alright, so let's go to the cabin. And let's approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention.
Interesting. So I guess she turns into a rat because we both lied to each other? Huh. That's interesting.
To look away is to reshape them yet again.
Very interesting.
All of me is changing.
Yeah, this... But what she says is still the same. Yeah. That's when she talks about contradictions. So let's say I'm gonna go back.
Here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and then you die.
You're on a...
Okay. Let's go to the cabin.
You make your...
Then go to the cabin. Okay. My question is...
The interior of the cabin is almost...
The question that we have to do is, do we take a blade? Or do we not? I don't think we took a blade and tried to reason with her. I think we've only tried to reason with her without the blade. So maybe we take the blade? Let's take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table.
And then let's go to the basement.
The door to the basement.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Let's see if we can figure this
There's
out.
a heavy chain around her wrist.
I like how we have to, like, figure out how to get the new path now.
Basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No way. What makes you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing
I
someone
think
cold
leaving
blooded
her
is very
in here is the
becoming.
play, because I think there was a choice we had at one point. We said leaving her. So let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the
Okay.
princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too
Yeah.
risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
So this is why I think where we tried to kill her.
It's the right one.
So now I can't try to kill her because that's what happened last time. So maybe try something more.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around.
No, I think I'm gonna leave right here. No, we're sticking to the plan.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
He's gonna lock the door, leaving this place.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off. Your
Okay, so yeah,
eyelids
this is
close.
where we fall asleep.
But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold you very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
This is where I think she turns into the ghost thing.
And I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement
Okay.
is ajar. Its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves.
Yeah, because this is like the one where we had like the guy who was like keeping like the vital organs going, right?
And then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in
Yeah.
curiosity.
Yeah,
as
this
she
is the
feels
organs shutting down one.
shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
It is, and you die.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, so this is the
You're on
nightmare.
path.
So let's get to...
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Interesting. Committed to my completion. Ha! So she calls me out on that. Interesting.
Warning. Before you go in, she will lie. I don't think lie. It doesn't matter. Don't.
Yes, this is the paranoid one. So I'm gonna try to do things a little differently. This is the ghost in the windows, right?
The interior of
Yeah.
the cabin is plain. But it's just she's already. I'm going so deep.
I'm going to not take the blade this time, and just go in the
Should I take
basement.
the knife again? I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper. You cross over the threshold.
Alright, we know
and
this.
onto a series of. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter. We need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
We don't need a plan. Just gonna. She seems to think I can do it. I'm gonna talk to
Didn't you
her.
hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted.
Okay. So last time we went to the left. Let's not do anything.
Decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Oh, so she comes here
The
anyways.
princess approaches. Your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be
Yeah.
a way out of this.
So this time we're gonna. Last time what we let her out, right? So this time we're gonna let her get us, I guess.
Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart,
Yep. All right.
that isn't my fault. Doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
So So yeah, leave together or remain with your nightmare. So let's remain. Oh my god.
Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am. And you're
Oh, I don't like any of this.
a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Oh my god.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete
Oh my
reality
God.
of your existence threads its way through your mind.
Oh my god.
Death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic
What is
wounds
going
you've
on?
inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No, 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 no.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life.
What is this?
Children.
What is going on?
Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their oasis.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
Poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No, 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 no. No, no. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. What? The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit. Shit. What?
What is this?
Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy.
What?
It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess.
Oh, this is a whole new chapter.
We've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Slay. We decided not to do that. Didn't we?
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do
Oh,
much
all
about
the
it.
voices are here.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're so stubborn.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of voices. The voice of the hunted, voice of the cold.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have
Yeah,
to
I remember
set her
Spin.
free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from
Interesting.
something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Voice of the cheated.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Huh. Interesting. The only way out is to not do anything, so nothing I will do. Alright, let's save it here. Let's save it here, because this is a pretty cool spot. Alright, y'all. Well, we unlocked a whole new chapter. That was kind of cool. I feel like, man, the voice of the cheated, voice of the hunted, I definitely have never seen those before. That's for sure. Alright, y'all. Guys, let's end it there for today, and let's pick it up from there tomorrow. All that good stuff. So, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It greatly helps out the channel. We'll be back on tomorrow with some more Slay the Princess stuff, and trying to do these new routes. And hopefully we can kind of blast through some of the stuff that we already have done, so we can kind of get to a whole new kind of like space. So, but guys, take care, be safe, make wise choices, don't do anything too stupid. I'll catch y'all next time, but that's it from y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace.